Good evening, everyone. I was trying to think what I would do my next video on, and I think I may do it on what equipment I use to mow my lawn, what equipment I use to whippersnipper. I do mow my lawn for the most part on my own. My son is very, very good and comes over and he will do it for me. I do like to mow lawn. This is strange. I enjoy vacuuming my carpet because you can see a result. It's the same with your lawn. If you mow your lawn, you can see a result. Plus, it's exercise that I can do throughout the day. I do use a battery operated lawnmower. I don't use an electric one because it's too many cords. And over the years, my husband used to say if there's a cord around, sure, he's going to eat it with the lawnmower. So a lawnmower has to be tough with me. So the battery operated one is the way to go for me. I also use a battery operated whippersnipper. And I was thinking maybe tomorrow or maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what tomorrow brings. I'm retired. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring other than going to lunch with my lunch ladies. We have a group and we all go for lunch almost every Saturday and we talk about the events and all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to do some more videos on what my garden looks like, and I'm going to do a video on making sourdough bread. I tried today, but no, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. The video was poor, and it just didn't sound good, and yeah, I didn't take time to do it correctly. I know it doesn't have to be perfect. There are things that I'm a little bit OCD about. And part of my history was I was a computer instructor at a local college for over 20 years. I started out in the DOS days, disk operating system. And the very first computer I had was a VIC-20. We bought it at Zellers, I believe. Yeah, we had a Zellers back there. I'm Canadian. And on the VIC-20, what we had to do with that is you had to program absolutely everything you wanted to do on it. So that's where I started. There's a funny little story about the VIC-20. One night, my husband and I sat up, and he'd done a little bit of programming at work, and I was just learning computers. And so we sat up all night long, I kid you not. And we programmed this little game in. I think it had ducks in it or whatever. And the kids got up in the morning and they played with it for 5 minutes. That was it. But it was a very good learning experience. And then I went on to college after that. And we used a disk to start the computer, a disk to load the program, a disk to save our work. Now, I filled up my floppy disk, and really they were floppy disks. They were the big ones. Young people probably wouldn't even know what they look like. And then we progressed to 3.5-inch floppies. Well, this is a large floppy, and I filled it up like in 5 minutes. And so I really did learn from the very beginning. I taught up until about 8 years ago, and that's when my husband got ill, and I found that took most of my time. And I wanted to spend time with him because he did have cancer, and I didn't want to be distracted by going to work. And I was fortunate enough that I could retire and I could spend time with him. There's a saying that you get to spend your days together. And I always say my husband got to spend his last days with his family, with me. And that was a very wonderful thing. Miss him terribly. But I know that one day I'll see him again. I know that for sure. And I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to enjoy life. Like, that we're here to enjoy life. My husband used to say, you can sleep when you've passed on. He didn't say it quite that nicely, but I'm not going to say it the way he did. And so I'm an energetic person. I think I'm pretty positive. Most of the time, I won't say I'm perfect. I'm not. My kids, my son and my granddaughter would agree with a chuckle. I do like I'm not a traveler, so I don't travel to different countries. I have never traveled to different countries. I am a homebody. My grandmother lived to be 107, and I don't remember her ever leaving her farm. She did move to Canada from England, and then she was on the farm, but I don't remember her ever. I remember her taking one trip, and it was cross country to visit her daughter. And after that, I don't remember her ever going anywhere. So that's a little bit more about who I am and what I've done, and I still like to learn new things. I'm currently learning DaVinci Resolve, so hopefully my videos will get better in the future, and I look forward to presenting more things, maybe do some of the adventures I have. I don't have really big adventures, but they're kind of fun. I do like to can, so you'll probably get some canning videos. We don't do our canning until the end of July, and we can right up until September. Everything is ready at different times of the year, as in other parts of the world. Take care, and I hope you enjoy my videos, and I hope to talk to you again soon. Bye-bye for now.